be taping in some artwork to my sketchbook. Go pour of it so far. Glue this page in from a few videos ago. Same with these, which are also from some videos. Yep. Don't use hot glue guns without, don't put these away until you turn them off. Forgot to do that too many times. Now while we wait for this, get to design the page. So you probably can't hear me. Yeah, that's better. Oh, hey, people join the stream. That's fun. Okay, so when designing your sketchbook page, I would typically go with colors that fit the theme of what you're putting in. So for my chunky sketchbook at least, I'm gonna put in stuff like this that fits my OC for this page. Okay. Is my hot glue gun warmed up yet? Oh, also a really cool art tip is if you are coloring something but it doesn't look really harmonized, you can always color over the entire thing with one base color. Hi there. Anyways, you can always cover the entire thing in one color, like I did here. Or you could find analogous colors that look alike. Those are always good for coloring. Okay, I'm gonna just start gluing this stuff down. I dropped that. Okay. Do you guys have any cool characters? If you do, like, type that in the chat. A really good thing for sketchbook pages is to be careful not to add too much, because if it's overcrowded, then the whole thing might end up not looking too nice. I ran out of glue sticks. Give me a moment. Got one. Something really fun you can do with a sketchbook is you could like tape in pages about your character's lore. Do you guys want me to show some of my sketchbook pages? Shoot. And just gotta glue this down. If my hot glue gun will let me. Hi, Tori Swan. Anyways. Hi, Joe. Thank you. I like your profile picture. Hi, Carlos. Shoot. Hot glue gun keeps getting jammed. Thanks. Do any of you guys have your own characters in sketchbooks? So there's some really fun things you can do with your characters. That's fun. Thinking about posting a sketchbook tour on my channel soon. Ooh, what's your OC's name? That's fun. Aspen is a really pretty name. Romances and stuff. Okay. Want to see something cool? Thank you. Thanks, Joe. Am I pronouncing that right? Yeah. Thank you. Ever tried? I actually have tried multiple foam masks, but the moment I try to fur them, they look like they went through a washing machine. Here's one of my only furred masks. Not furred. This is one of my only foam masks. I have a huge marker obsession. I have a bunch of art supplies. Huge marker obsession. I can't figure out for the life of me how to fur a fursuit head. But I can fur a cardboard mask. I have a collection like about 50 of these guys. I also got huge foam tails. This one's a Hypermotion tail. The moment I get a sewing machine, I will be able to do this. Thank you! Thank you, Joe. Bop. I have a bunch of masks. Huge obsession. I have a lot of masks. Oh no. Wait. Here are some of my ones with mask bases. Thank you. A lot of them were gifts. Well, not a lot of them. Not a whole bunch of them, but yeah. Do any of you recognize this character? Shit, I think I heard him. This one here that I wore to Comic-Con. Yeah, sometimes it does make the process a lot easier. But other times, if you can figure out how to get the cardboard right, then it can end up looking really cool like this one. I personally use fabric instead of felt for some of my masks because felt sometimes is a bit too flimsy, and with fabric you can get this really crunchy effect. Oh, and I have little magnetic things for my mask too. Like this little flower connects right here. If I can get it on. Wait a minute. If I could get this on, then. Hold up one sec. Okay. All right, there. Now I got the magnets on. Also have this little bee that also goes on my masks. Little tiny freebie I got when at a Comic-Con. It sticks right on the nose. Bop. Have some little containers up here where I keep magnetic stuff. Just gotta snap that back in place. Can also take my flower off and put it on some other masks, like this one if I wanted. Bop. It's got to line the magnets. So these are really versatile because I can use these little magnet charms on any mask they fit on. Oh, and I have some Spirit Halloween foot paws here that match some of my masks. I also have got this really cool one I made. Mouth opens and closes, and it has some quite sharp teeth. Anyways, I forgot about the art. Whoops. What color should I pick out for this page? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Red. I'm gonna go with this color. What's your guys' favorite color? Something I'm curious about. What are you guys' favorite things to do when you're bored? That's fun. And there's no one watching. That's fun. color like that one. You know, when using alcohol markers, sometimes it really helps to put a base layer so you can achieve light and dark. For this one, my background color was blue. I put it over the entire drawing to start out with so that it would have a blue layer to sit on so all the colors came together. So putting a background color can really help when drawing backgrounds. Especially with like mountains and stuff. It gets lighter as it gets farther away and closer to the sky. So that's why for stuff like this, it's better to get lighter as you go back. Or closer to your fog color. Hard to explain. For me, I'm using the base color as red. One of my favorite medias to use is alcohol markers because they're really versatile and they come in a lot of different colors, which means you can use them for a lot of different things. Does this appear like, this looks like salmon colored on camera. Oh, I can turn on retouch. That's cool. Or green screen. That's really cool. I haven't done a live stream in a long time because YouTube banned me from doing it a few months ago and I just haven't tried since then. Really fun to know that I'm back and able to be doing this. You know, this reminds me of that one trend that goes, whoops. This reminds me of that one trend that goes like, you know, you really make me cry when you give me those ocean eyes. Reminds me of that trend. I can actually turn this around and have a different color and have the character be like blind or have a scared look. Nope, that's going behind it. Or have, hello? Or have a scared look. Or I could have a black pupil, like dead eyes. You know, this is very difficult to do with one hand. Hold on, give me a moment. Cannot do this for the life of me. Hold up. Should I grab out the hot glue gun and re-put this down? Probably, but wait a minute. I got a great idea. If I just do that, there. Then there's dead eyes. I think that's fun. Kind of fits this character's mood too. I'm gonna take that out for now and put that to the side. Oh, that's the wrong side. I feel like I should have made this time lapse instead of going live. Oh well, too late now. Don't even know how I'd do a time lapse. What kind of videos do you think I should make next? On my most recent video, if you want me to make a certain type of video or something, you should probably post it. Out of ideas, and I think it would be cool to know what you guys want to see. Because usually I'm just guessing, because my videos are either a hit or a miss. Like this live stream, it's a complete miss. Hello. Yep. What else should I add to this page? Something really fun you can always do with your characters when you get bored. Okay, that confused me for a moment. What the heck happened? Sorry about that if you're still watching. And they left. Nice. That was really weird. I'm going to make sure not to do that again. Anyways, as I was saying, a really fun thing you can do with your characters is you can draw them meeting characters they normally wouldn't be friends with, or you can make AUs for your characters. If you don't know what that is, it's an alternative universe. Or you change their plot up. Or design new characters, which I personally find really fun. There's a lot of stuff you could do with your characters. One of my personal favorites is, since there's a bunch of different universes for my characters, since they die at different times, and there's kind of timelines and multiverses involved with my characters, I like to every now and then put them together in places where they shouldn't be. Or I'll take a photo of my surroundings and I can draw in my character. If you've seen my channel for a while, you might remember some of my other videos, like the one I did with Daisy's lore and Laura's lore, where they were in that abandoned looking house and it said, "I'll never smile again until I see you." That's because in my character's lore, Daisy had a hopeless crush on Laura, and they never ended up getting together because the infection happened, and Daisy and Laura both ended up getting infected and losing their mind. Here's a ship of them. Those two are one of my only semi-canon couples. The rest of them are just hinted at, but it outright shows that they like each other in my character's lore for them. Just kind of talking to myself. Another thing about their lore is that even though they like each other, they end up never being together for what I just said, And I actually have a little tiny comic strip of how Daisy and Laura got infected. They were looking for their friend who had gone missing. It was after school. Both of the characters are in elementary. Daisy is 12 and Laura is 13, ironically, even though she's shorter. But despite this, they went out with Laura's older brother, Leon, and they went looking for their good friend Cleo, who had gone missing since the virus began spreading, which was being mostly hidden from the public. But they were out looking for him, and they couldn't find him anywhere, and it was getting quite late. They decided to turn into an alleyway to try and find Leon, or like a shortcut home. Haven't decided on that part yet. But they ended up not being able to find him until they hear rustling behind one of those big garbage things. And that's when they see Cleo, except he's infected. He's no longer human. He's lost his human mind. And when they try to approach him, he starts getting really aggressive and ends up attacking Daisy. Keeps being one person that keeps coming and leaving. Anyways, he ends up attacking Daisy, and Daisy somewhat sacrifices herself so that Laura and Leah are able to be free and leave. In the end, Daisy became infected and became the character y'all know today. After a bit of going back and seeing her childhood memories until she loses her mind completely, and she ends up going And that's how the next universe starts, aside from universe 3. Then it's on to universe 4 with my character Rose. Yeah. The reason I have it set up in different universes is because it's kind of based on the theory that when you die, you go to the next suitable host of the closest life to yours. And I set it up like this because I personally believe that theory. I think it's really cool to think that there's other timelines mimicking yours almost exactly with little minor differences changed. That's sort of what I have for my OCs. Question marks, Sky, Daisy, Laura, Rose. Sorry. Sky, Daisy, Rose, Lola. Wait, Sky? Yeah, Sky, Daisy, Rose, Laura, Lola, and then Redacted. That's what I have for their lore. Universe 1 is never clearly shown because the whole thing together is called endings. Depending on what happens to them, different things could come out as their outcome. Like if Sky, the one with an eye for a head, if she accidentally lost track of time in the Dream Core universe she was stuck in, then her ending would have been completely different. Same with if she had gone to keep her friend company after they got attacked by an entity. That entity would have also consumed them, so Sky and Collins would have died next to each other. I think I might have graphs for what happened. In my sketchbook, actually. So, here's Sky. This was her. She ended up dying at 6 years old. Her body was transformed by a toxin of sorts because of the thing. I don't have her lore completely done. But here we have Daisy. I already explained her lore, kinda. We got Rose. Her universe is kind of a crossover to My Hero Academia. Don't know if you watched that or not. But yeah, her quirk is animal characteristics. I find it really cool. She never actually interacts with UA and instead goes to the competing school. Shiketsu? I don't know what it's called. Can't pronounce stuff for the life of me. Here's Laura's older brother, Leon. Here is Redacted. Might or might not recognize her. There's Lola and Cleo. Then we got a bunch of other stuff, like the YN trend. Most people drew her bald. I drew her like this. In my opinion, it's very cool. And then here we have lore for Laura and Kate. I don't think I've actually introduced Kate, but Kate is Sky's love interest. This is Universe 3 with the infection. This is Universe 2, which is based off the Backrooms and Dream Core. I have some lyrics to a song here. I promise that the ending always stays the same, so there's no good reason to make believing that we could ever exist again. I can't be a friend, I can't be a lover, I can't be the reason we hold back each other from falling in love. And then here, green represents Daisy, pink represents Laura, somewhat. Kate's color is orange because of her hair. Then Sky is blue. I have this drawing of me hanging out at a park that I like to visit often. We got many drawings of Denki and some others. There's Denki Kaminari from My Hero Academia, next to Pikachu. Here we got Mina Ashido, also from My Hero Academia. And then from the Amazing Digital Circus, we have Jax from, I can't remember what episode it was, but the one where he gets forced to wear a maid outfit because Zubul and the others voted on it. Here I have some quotes. I have a crow here because they are absolutely awesome. Can't change my mind. I got this sticker from Comic-Con. It's from a page called Killer Crows. Got Ravenclaw. We got Kara and Alexander. 2 characters who I also haven't introduced yet, but I am going to do more of that soon. Here's a drawing that was really badly done. I rushed a lot. But you might recognize it. Also have this so I can like head bobbing. Then we have Laura horribly playing the piano. Fortissimo, forte. Don't know the name of that. Rest. Quarter note. Some cringy puns. You're one in a melon. Donut worry, be happy. Why does that keep happening? Anyways, that's one of my worst pages. Here I have a drawing of myself. That's fun. Here's one of my more popular pages. This one in particular, it's for part of my character's lore. Another one with the hopeless romantic of the ex-Laura. Then we have this. This is based off of Sky and Dream Core. Here's my cat. She's adorable. But it says, these aren't your memories. Wake up. That's because she's in the wrong universe. Just gonna glue that back in really quickly. That's really annoying. I do need to put that back. Oh well. Here we have another one of Mina and Denki, because they slay. We got Redacted again. Sorry, I'm just waiting for that to heat up so I can glue back in my darn page that fell out. The bad thing about having chunky sketchbooks like these is the spine of the book always breaks when the book gets way too chunky like this. That does not close. I have perler beads, I have fake flowers, buttons, little sticky things, pipe cleaners, bunch of stuff, and it causes the spine to crack like this. I have 20 more pages left too, which really sucks. Oh, here's my character's heights. Sky's 5'6", Kate is 4'9", Lola is 5'2", and Nar is 4'11". Here is a drawing of Nar, one of the first drawings in this sketchbook. I have this cool drawing of Denki and Tokoyami, along with Dark Shadow. I'm not even going to say how long this took me or how many references I needed, because oh my gosh, is Tokoyami hard to draw. Here we have a crow eating an eyeball, because why not? I have this, inspired by the song Bloodbath. And then right underneath this, I have Comic-Con. This was on the first week of school. Murder Crows, the sticker collection I got this from. Some stickers. That is Kuro Sensei, the person I ended up cosplaying as. Here's my mask. And then here we have the endings for my characters and what they were based off of. For Universe 1, it was all just a dream. This is a true ending. It happened to all just be a dream. And all their friends and family was just a lie. And that. Here is a scrapped character from a few years back. It's based off the song Sugar Crash, but more specifically the remix of it. I have some clothes patches that I just put in here. Some candy to emphasize the sugar crash. My friend drew this for me. They are amazing at art, as can be seen. Got a bunch of drawings and art and stuffs. I got this, which I actually glued into my sketchbook. This page isn't originally supposed to be here. I taped it in. This is an old assignment from last year, though, so it's fine. Some sketches I drew in class. Little derpy child. And then we got this stuff. This page was stuff I could only draw with school supplies. I have a glue stick mark here. I cut that off one of my pages. Those two are from assignments. Drew that in the middle of class. Pretty sure I drew this one of Rose wearing Daisy's outfit in the middle of Spanish. My Spanish teacher was not too happy with me. I got my school schedule. Stuff about school. My first day of school outfit. I absolutely slayed. I think I looked awesome. Here's Lola and Nar's real identities in real life. More lore on them coming later. And yeah, that's basically most of my sketchbook. And now you're gonna have to see me repair this. Shoot, hold up, I only got so many arms. That is way too much hot glue. Alright, I think I did more damage than good right now. Shoot. Just gotta glue that right back in. I'm not gonna be able to close this page for a while, though, because I put way too much hot glue. You know, what if I just wiped that off with my finger? I might get another burnt. I really need to stop underestimating how hot this can get. I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I might finish the page I was originally working on later. Goodbye. How do I end this again?